When you're worried about your child's health, fear makes everything sound complicated. You hear medical terms, test names, maybe a diagnosis, and your mind fills with questions. The first step out of that confusion is clarity. In this video, I'll show you how to turn medical language into simple understanding you can act on. I'm Dr. George Kampouroglou, Pediatric surgeon. On this channel, I help parents feel clear, calm, and confident when their child needs medical care. If you haven't seen the previous video about the fog before a decision, watch that next. It sets the stage for this one, introducing the 3C method concept. Let's start with what clarity really means. Clarity isn't knowing every medical detail. It's knowing enough in plain words to take the next step with confidence. When you leave a medical visit thinking, I know what's happening and what to do next, that's clarity. When you leave saying, I have no idea what any of that meant, fear grows. Fear thrives in confusion. When parents don't understand, they imagine the worst. Doctors sometimes speak using difficult medical language, not to confuse, but because we sometimes forget which parts sound foreign to you. It's completely okay to pause and ask for plain language. You're not slowing things down. You're making them easier for you to understand and clearer. Here's a tool I teach families. The SAFE question. Short prompts that bring light to any confusing conversation. S stands for summary. Can you summarize what's happening in simple words? A for alternatives. Are there other reasonable options, including watchful waiting? F for follow-up. When should we come back or recheck? And E, expectations. What should we expect in the next few hours or days? Write those letters in your notes or phone. When you ask them calmly, every doctor understands you're trying to communicate in an efficient manner. Before you leave, try this sentence. Can I repeat back what I understood to be sure I got it right? That one line turns a lecture into a dialogue. It also shows your child that medicine is about teamwork. A mother once told me, Doctor, when you explained it that way, I could finally breathe. Nothing in the treatment changed, only the language did. Clarity doesn't fix the illness, but it fixes the fear around it. When fear drops, decisions become easier. Next week, we'll talk about the second C, calm. You'll learn practical ways to steady yourself before you make decisions, because calm minds decide better. If you found this helpful, download my ER Quick Guide for Parents. Subscribe so you don't miss the next episode. I'm Dr. George Kampouroglou, Pediatric surgeon. See you in the next video.